This is the Blairing Out with Eric Blair show, and today I have Mike and Shane of Flight Patterns. How you guys doing today?
No, we're doing awesome. We're doing awesome.
Mike, people that don't know, you are the son, the offspring of Michael Sweet of Stryper. And I guess you can tell the resemblance here. Very good-looking man, just like his father. Now, tell me, what is it like to be out on tour with your father, but you're actually doing your own thing?
Well, it's different. I used to sell merch for them back in the day. So I'm not on the bus with them anymore. I wish I was. It's rough sleeping in a van with 6 dudes, but it's fun. It's been a learning experience for us. I get along with him for the most part. That's what you really want to know. Yeah, we get along.
Shane, how did you meet Mike?
I actually met Mike last winter, working actually at a mall on the Cape. So I bumped into him and got to talking and started hanging out.
How are you adjusting to this new lifestyle?
It's a little bit different when you're going around and seeing all the Stryper fans outside. It's a little different than the shows we're used to playing, but it's actually a great experience. I've had a lot of fun.
Now, Mike, how did you pick and choose the musicians you were going to take on the road with you? Because that's, you got to get along with these people.
Right. A lot of people just, hire musicians that, they're not really close to, they don't really know very well. These are all friends. We've all been friends for a while. I met Max, the other vocalist in the band, in Providence. He's a singer-songwriter. And from there, we just pieced the rest of the guys together through friends, and it's pretty easy, actually. It wasn't very hard finding the guys.
Now, Mike, what was your original vision for Flight Patterns?
I wanted to start something, very fun and energetic, and that's going to put people in a positive mood. Coming from Boston, it's a very strong hardcore scene there. I also play in a hardcore band back home, but I wanted something fun and uplifting, but without being too over the top.
Your hardcore band kind of reminded me of Bring Me the Horizon, but it's just more extreme, man.
Yeah, I'd say we're a little more intense than Bring Me the Horizon, but along the same lines. We really try to keep the chaotic side of it, in your face.
It's in your face, brother.
Yeah.
I think I wrote you on MySpace. I'm like, dude, I want a copy of that CD because that will offend people.
It is offensive music.
Yeah,
it is.
But it sounds good. You're doing Flight Patterns now, and then you're going to be doing your other band?
Yep, when I get home, we're going to start working on a new album and, get some bigger shows, hopefully. But absolutely, I'm going to try and balance both of them.
Tell me about the songwriting process. How does it come together?
Max and I, we get together, with our acoustic guitars, and we run ideas through each other, build the songs off that, show them to the rest of the guys.
What has the crowd reaction been like so far on this tour?
It's been pretty good, actually. I didn't expect it to be good, just because of the difference in the genres, but they've been accepting of us, so that's been very good.
What are fans saying to you on the road?
I get a lot of questions about my dad, mostly. But they understand what we're doing and what we're trying to do, and they give us respect for it, so we're appreciative of that.
Now, what kind of label interest do you have for Flight Patterns?
We'd love to get signed, we're doing things on our own right now, shopping around for a label probably this winter, but anything that's out there, we'd love to look at it,
How do you feel Flight Patterns has grown as a band on this tour with Stryper?
Oh, huge. We are... very mature now. We know the ropes of the road. We got to know a lot about each other, good and bad things. But this has just been a huge learning experience for us, and we're very grateful for everything.
How do you keep your head on the road? I mean, rock and roll is legendary for its temptations.
Yeah, it gets very hard out there. We have our fun sometimes. You also have to, be responsible. But, you do it when you have other guys helping you out, So
do you guys kind of look out for each other?
Absolutely, yeah. Yep.
What is the breaking point? Like, when do you go, hey, Mikey, you're getting a little too close to the edge of the mountain. You're about to fall off. Has that ever happened where they kind of call you out a little bit?
Not me. I might do that to the others, but...
So you're the one with the head screwed on straight in this group?
I'm going to skip that question.
Okay.
All right.
That, what? By saying nothing, you've said a lot. Do you have a girlfriend?
I do have a girlfriend, yes.
And how long you guys been going out for?
2.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old are you, Mike?
I'm 22.
How did you meet your girlfriend, and how do you keep a relationship going for 2 years?
I met her in Providence when I was living in Providence. She came to a party of mine, and we hit it off, and I feel like, she's the one, she's the one, absolutely.
I could definitely see you guys on the Warped Tour next year. What do you think?
That's first thing on our mind right now. We're actually talking to someone about getting us on there. So hopefully that goes through. I think once we're on there, things will blow up for us.
Vocally, who do you think your biggest influences are?
Me personally, or as the band?
You.
Yeah, I don't really know. I've never really thought about that. Adam Lazar, Taking Back Sunday. I think he's one of the best vocalists in rock music.
He's on a good show.
And he's a very good frontman for a band. So I definitely look up to him a lot.
What do you think about bands like My Chemical Romance and Fall Out Boy?
It's cool. I understand what they're doing, because once, money's put in front of your face, you'll do things, But, they write good music. They write catchy music. At least they write their own music. It's good stuff.
What inspired the name Flight Patterns?
Once again, positive message. We're not a Christian band. We don't sing about God or Jesus. But, we want to bring a somewhat positive message to, kind of a darker scene through the music and the lyrics.
What is the positive message?
Something like you only live once, live for the moment.
Right.
Type feel.
Right. Don't really think about the future too much.
Until it slaps you in the face.
Until it slaps you in the face.
Until it slaps in the
Right.
face, yeah.
Band you're really influenced by for Flight Patterns?
All Time Low, Forever the
Hit
Sickest
Lights.
Kids, Hit the Lights, 4 Year
Big
Strong.
bands, yeah, 4 Year Strong.
In AP and stuff like that, it's like you see all these bands, they all look the same. Ultimately, a lot of them all sound the same. It's like, what is going to set Flight Patterns apart from that?
Inside the genre, we do sound like a lot of other bands, but we do have things in our music that is different. I feel like,
Our performance really sets us apart from a lot of people.
performance and, things like 2 vocalists, although that's kind of becoming a big trendy thing in music now. But, we do have different aspects of our music as far as songwriting goes, mainly.
How do you feel about the Christianity thing?
I grew up around it, so I understand it and I respect it. And, I'm a Christian, but I feel, we want to reach a mainstream crowd with this music rather than be labeled a Christian band and forever be labeled a Christian band for the rest of our careers.
At what point, a lot of times kids grow up in Christian families, but they don't really want to accept Christ. They kind of do their own thing. What kind of led you to actually opening up your heart and giving it to Christ?
Being around it 24/7, having a dad such as I do, going to church, things like that.
But that can cause rebellion too.
Well, of course, and not to say I didn't rebel. I've had my fun times, still do sometimes. But you just keep a positive outlook on life, and it's all good.
What's next for you, Mike?
Next, go home, take a little break, start writing the full length.
Yeah, we got a full length coming out soon.
And hopefully shop around for some labels. We'll see what happens. But 2010 should be a good year for Flight Patterns.
That's a positive attitude. You can write a song about it.
Hey, there you go. Right on, yeah.
Blaring out with Eric Blair with Mike and Shane of Flight Patterns signing off.
The Blaring Out Show.